Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one. All right, guys, it's engine removal time. So yeah, this thing, dude, I got to take the entire front end off and then drop the engine and transmission with the subframe down. It suggests me drop it down rather than try to pick it up. Okay. And so I got to drop it down, and then just with the entire front end gone, I'll be able to just kind of wheel it out. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I put my camera over there facing you, so
yeah, I did. Freaking see how it's going. Yeah, it's quite a process. So look at that, much better. I'm gonna raise it up and then take the front end off, drop the wheels, remove the axles, separate everything from the transmission. So let's get it. Okay guys, this is gonna be like a 70-30 chance that this works. 70% being that it won't work. I left it outside like literally all winter. No fucking way. Well, there we go. All right, so before I pull the wheels off, we're gonna do a little shake test. We gotta remove the knuckle. All right, so I'm just gonna crack everything loose. These are 24s. All right, guys, so far everything's coming out super easily. I have only just started, but axle nut and everything, no issues. Knock on wood. So to avoid damaging the head of this axle here, I'm just going to put the socket on it. See that? All right, so this is how you want to remove the CV axle using a slide hammer and this adapter tool. So you want to slide up, get in position here, just get in the best way you can, just like that, you see? Then give it a couple good. See that? Boom. All right guys, so what's next is removing this bumper and basically just the entire front end. I'm not even gonna lie to you, the whole front end has to come off. So all right, so before we take the bumper off, we obviously want to disconnect all the electrical components. So speed round. Oh, come on. All right, I believe that's everything. All right, so I do believe I got everything off for this bumper. I might be missing something. Nope, got everything off. Look at that. All right, so what's next is this front subframe right here. All right, last bolt. Well, I didn't mean to do that. All right, so what's next is removing the radiator and the condenser, the AC condenser. So if you haven't had the system evacuated, you want to do so now, so that way you're not just blowing Freon into the atmosphere. I should have this transmission cooler here, so we're going to need to replace or remove these lines as well. All right, so from here, ladies and gentlemen, we should be able to just pick up on the AC condenser, the radiator, the cooling fans, and the transmission cooler, and remove them all at one time. So I did have to take off the hood latch. Let's see if I can pick it up. All right, great, we're not connected. Let me set this over here. Guys, now look at this, we're getting closer. Yeah, I made a little mess, I'll clean it up at the end. But so from here we got to take this off, the lower subframe, the headlights, and then basically, guys, what we want to do is we want to drop this engine down and we just want to shift it forward. It's way too much of a pain in the ass to try to pull it right side up. So add this to our collection over here. As you guys can see, we're wide open, so we can go ahead and start zipping this front frame off. When you have all the connectors done, you still have to go through and pop all these off here. So pull it through here, and it all feeds to this fuse box. All right, so I'm confident we're completely detached from this. So last bolt here. All right, just like that. And this, oh my God, this is a lot of stuff. All right, so running out of room in the grass. Look at this. Look how open this bad boy is. So from here, guys, it's almost self-explanatory. So anything that's connected to the vehicle, to the motor, just detach. Give it a little wiggle here because there's this bracket right here. But that way we can get to the rest of our electrical connection. Basically, guys, anything that has an electrical connection or anything that's electrical wiring stays with the vehicle because of the fuse box. So we just have to go through and make sure everything's unplugged. All right, so we do have to remove the rack and pinion, so we're going to remove the steering column here. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up this bottom side because at this point we're basically able to drop it down and then wheel it out. There is a couple more connections in the back side that I can't really get to until I drop the vehicle down. So all right, so much better. So I'm going to go underneath and see what else I have to detach, and then I'll go ahead and start loosening up those subframe bolts. Before that, I got to get my hoist out here, obviously, and go ahead and grab onto this engine. All right, guys, we made it to here. So now we just got to put tension on this engine and loosening subframe bolts, and then we can go ahead and lower that subframe and kind of just walk it out. I'm hoping that I have enough room underneath that basically the entire subframe and engine will be able to sit on my hoist and I can just kind of pull it forward. So we'll see. All right, here's a subframe bolt. See that? All right, it's starting to lower, so I'm gonna have to raise this up just a little bit more. All right, so I was getting a little nervous with all the tension coming off of the front side, so I went ahead and put a little jack right here. And obviously it's not rated for this type of weight, but we're not going to be putting that much weight on it because we're going to be on the hoist mainly. Here's the rear side. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one. So we're completely detached from the vehicle. So that being said, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drop this down and I'm gonna try, like I said before, I'm gonna try to just shimmy it forward. I know I got one or two more electrical connections in the back I gotta get to, but it'll be a lot easier once this engine's down and a little bit out of the way. There's plenty of room for the wires. Just before I take it any further, I'm gonna make sure we're detached from everything. Guys, I didn't get it on camera, dude, but I got my freaking finger stuck in there a second ago and smashed the shit out of it. Hey guys, so word of advice, make sure you have this bolt completely out before you start trying to lower this. I thought I had it loose enough, but it needs to be completely out. All right, so with everything out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and lower it here. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see that, but we are sitting on my engine hoist here, so. Look at all this. There's the engine and there's the transmission. This is a big old motor. Alright guys, well, that was a job well done. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the engine from the subframe, and then I'm gonna put it back in the back of my truck. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. And so stay tuned for part 2, which will be the installation of this. I'll also video record me picking up the new engine. I am going to the dealership to pick that up, so let's get it.